welcome to the Stone and Wood post show here at the Bioglan Newcastle SURFEST, presented by Bonsoy. A day that just gave us so much, and it's only day 2 of the event window. Unbelievable. The sun was out today, the conditions cleaned up a little bit, and the level of surfing, well, it went to a new place. So many big stories to unpack on today's post show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Ronnie Blakey, Felicity Parmentier, Richie Lovett. We've got a couple of new qualifiers. We're going to get into that straight away. We're going to talk about the amazing run of Calli Vaast this year. He's been on fire. And he went out into the water flick thinking that he needed to get through that heat to qualify, but the job was already done.
It's pretty funny, you know, he's sitting here in the booth. We already knew the job was done. He thought he had to get through this heat. I mean, he came out firing, right? I think he locked in a 7 on his first wave, and you could see the intention was there. He's like, oh, must get through this heat. You know what? Just so much power and already demonstrating, you know, I belong on the CT.
It would have actually been really interesting to see what would have happened if you told him that he'd qualified before the heat, because it may have upset the rhythm, but some incredible surfing here. Makana there just throwing it down. Some huge, huge scores, some of the best of the day.
Yeah, Ocean Lancaster, the local boy, just getting it done, getting the job done over a really stacked field. Ryan Callanan was also in the water in that clash, but here are the scenes. Of course, as far as Calli knew, he needed to progress through that heat to earn his place on the championship tour. And he was mobbed by his mate, Juan Daru, who's worked with him as a coach. Justin Becret, Charlie Couvant, they were down there to meet him. And yeah, it's long overdue, his arrival to the championship tour stage, because he's a gold medalist. He has done so much damage as a wild card over there in Tahiti, but his performance surfing too this year went to a whole new level.
Oh, totally. The bar raised for Calli. I think obviously we always knew he had it in waves of consequence. There was a little bit of a question mark though, can he get it done in the competitive jersey on the Challenger Series? And he has well and truly answered that. You know, he got it done with a win. He's got a second on the Challenger Series in the last season, and now he's got his place well and truly on the CT. He's not going to be a wild card at his hometown anymore. He is going to be a proper CT competitor.
Yeah, and he was one place away from hoisting the SURFEST trophy last year. He's going to still remain in contention for the victory here in 2026. But Kaipo did catch up with the rookie on the CT this year just after he got the news.
Teha Popo Manuya, congratulations. Kauli Vaast has just qualified for the championship tour. How are you feeling?
Man, I feel amazing. I didn't know until I saw the boys and my sister and Coach Juan and Blaze and Justin, like my crew since the beginning of the Challenger Series season, and I saw them on the beach and I was like, oh, there's something going on, and then yeah, I'm super happy. I don't really realize, and I'm super proud to be another Tahitian on the CT, and super stoked, and can't wait to be in the CT, the first event.
Yeah, I mean, I think your surfing is deserving of the CT. I think now you are at the place that you belong. What are you looking forward to? I know you haven't had a lot of time to think about it. What are you looking forward to?
No, looking for a good experience. Of course, it's a dream since I'm a kid. I had another dream really quick. It was the Olympics. I did my best. It was the best event so far in my career for the moment. And then the goal, of course, never changed. The main goal is to qualify one day in the CT. Today the dream come true. Another big dream came true, and I'm super proud because it was a hard work. It was also hard to pass from the Olympics energy and amazing events and amazing, the best time of my life, to back to the grind, do all the competitions. I worked a lot on like trying to be as best as I can on my surfing, on my boards. Thank you, Jayas, because he's trusted me, helped me with so many boards, and the coach Juan never give up. Always good vibes. We have a great relationship, and Jeremy and everybody, like my dad also, he does everything, and thank you everyone. I cannot thanks everyone, but they know.
Congratulations, enjoy the moment.
Thank you.
Really nice moment there for Calli Vaast, and man, he joins a list of pretty amazing Tahitian surfers who've campaigned on the men's championship tour now. Michel Perez set a mean pace, but this guy's up to it. Rich. I feel like he's got the kind of talent that could win him multiple CT events. He's already proven he can get to the later stages of a CT contest and final.
Absolutely. I don't think there's no question mark around his ability in the heavy water waves. We know he's capable in the beach break style conditions. He's proven here that he can do it in the Challenger Series level, but he's a big surfer with big moves. And when Kaipo said, he's the type of guy that just feels like he belongs on the championship tour because he has that level. And everyone doesn't have it. And you can look at competitors and go, yeah, amazing surfer, but not big enough for the tour. He's a big surfer. He's going to do well there.
Big unit, for sure. Rich, that was an emotional one for everyone, but you burst into tears. You're obviously really proud because we got another qualifier today. George Pittar has done enough before he surfed his first heat here at Surfest to ensure a place on the CT.
Yeah, this has been one that's close to heart, because George is from our home beach at North Stain at Manly, and my text thread just started to absolutely light up because we have a thread with all the boys on it. And, George actually dipped out of going to the ABB last weekend because he did wanted to focus on Newcastle.
Shame.
And, yeah, it was a shame for us because he is so good, He was sorely missed, but we all understood that he had a job to do here and he wanted to focus on that, so we backed him in it. When he dropped off the tour, it was gnarly. You could see him processing it. It was gnarly. He felt it really poorly. He basically felt like he didn't deserve to be back on tour, and he was questioning his ability, and he had to correct that. So for me, it was watching him recorrect and get that confidence back into his ability, and then doing the work, doing the training, getting the mind in the right place because the surfing was always there. The surfing's gotten even better. I watched him through Hawaii this season, and I reckon he went to another level altogether. I think he's going to come back bigger and better next, in a couple of weeks' time when we go down the road. So, yeah, it's stoked to see him back on. I know the boys are absolutely frothing for him. The claw is the law. We've done it. He's back on. We've got him.
All right, mate. Well, we'll probably have to wrap up the show.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Beautiful. Great monologue. But we did catch up with George just after he got the news. Vaughan broke it to him.
Hey, GP. Georgie Pittar, congratulations, brother. Oh. You've just sealed your spot. You have qualified for the 2026 World Championship Tour. What about that, Team Australia? Oh, man. Oh. Mate, you look a bit speechless.
Yeah, I am. I feel like I've, I don't know, been thinking about this moment for a couple months now, been sort of close for a little bit, but it's a bit of a relief to get the all clear, to be honest. But I don't know, it's been a hectic journey falling off tour last year. It was gnarly, man. I was super rattled, and it was really hard for a little bit there. But with the help of Timmy Mack and all these lads and all the Aussie dudes and everyone, man, CI, everyone just got me back on the right track. And to hear that and hear that I'm going back and, I don't know, surfing those waves again and competing that level again feels pretty sick.
Awesome stuff, and they have been campaigning hard as a crew, a tight unit, as all the countries do, but they were absolutely buzzing for their mate George. Some of them who actually had missed the opportunity to climb into the ranks themselves, so quickly shifting the focus to George, which was really nice to see, Flick.
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, they've travelled together all year, and I said it earlier to Jesse, but I think it really is a testament to Surfing Australia. You've got this great bunch of Australian young surfers coming up, and to still so many of them be in contention right up until the last event to have a chance at qualifying for the CT is incredible, right? And yes, so beautiful for them to celebrate together down on the beach today.
It was. We kicked off the day with the round of 48 for the women, and we saw some real highlights. The world junior champ on fire, Isla Huppatz, dropping big scores here at Merriweather earlier today.
This was a pretty crazy heat, right? She was pretty sleepy at the beginning because it was Anon who got the show on the road here, locking in that 6.53, just some nice work on the backhand, 3 crisp turns, and Isla was, a little bit sleepy, but this one solid manoeuvre here, just like what we saw at World Juniors, she is so capable there. It's just, it really, for her, that's her kryptonite, right? She's so good at that turn. 6.9 for that one turn. Anon backs up her wave, 617, but this is Isla just absolutely cracking this one again. Yeah, just really World Junior champ in World Junior form.
Yeah, absolutely title-winning form. She's continued that magic run, and she is going to be a force as she powers through the rounds here in the first Challenger Series event. Looking very sharp is Isla Huppatz. And big shout out to Anon as well, who put together a pretty healthy heat score title herself. So I think we'll see a couple more highlights as we get stuck into the Bioglan Daily Dose a little later. But right now we're going to check out the Boost Mobile Heat of the Day. And could have been any number of heats, because with so much on the line, there's always, you know, scores aside, there's always great stories to tell. But this was our pick for the Boost Mobile Heat of the Day. Former World Junior Champion Bronson Medyi taking on Dakota Walters in what was an air show, Rick.
Yeah, it was amazing, and not an easy heat with Sammy Pupo, who has dominated the Challenger Series in recent years. So on paper, it looked good, and it was good in the water too. These guys took to the air. This was the opening heat of the men's round, and Bronson just with that really quick, fast twitching style, stayed nice and light. Dakota Walters, he got in the mix as well. And he put together an incredible heat yesterday, and he sort of picked up where he left off. Love this sort of light-footed approach where he gets that tail flare happening. Have a look at this from Bronson. Just getting nice and low, takes to the air, gets so much pop. Great rotation there without the grab. And not only doing it on the right-handers, takes to it on the backhand as well. So this really woke up the beach and got everyone fired up. And basically set the tone for the whole men's round. And these waves really conducive to this style of surfing, and just completely flaring. So yeah, Bronson just dominating.
Yeah, just another guy that we just anticipate joining the CT ranks at some point. He's just too consistent, too strong. You saw the variation there on the backhand, on the forehand, above the lip and in it. He's got it. Dakota Walters, he would have had his dad Jeremy watching on. His brother was also in the mix here at Surfest, and he's going to keep the dream alive. A second place finish for him there today. So let's dive into the Surfline forecast. Rich, you were touching on it a little earlier today when we were calling heats, and you know there's a lot to look forward to in the back half of the window.
There sure is. You can see us there positioned on the map just north of Sydney. We've enjoyed a couple of good days of competition. We got totally blown off the beach yesterday, but we hung around in the rain, and it was pretty chunky. Sort of almost double overhead on the sets, and today dropped a little bit more tame and conducive to that aerial style surfing, as I mentioned. But the next couple of days looks really promising. It's going to be offshore in the morning, nice and smooth, still in that head-high range, more of what we've seen today size-wise. Then into Friday and Saturday, there's a new pulse of energy that comes through from the south, and we're going to have a bit of wind with that. We possibly will get some weather as well, but the good news is that you know we'll be picking and choosing rather than kind of waiting for waves to show up. We're going to have plenty of action.
Yeah, bring it on, because you know the stakes are high. We've still got to get through the remaining heats of that men's round, and there's some big clashes to come with huge consequences for competitors, not only those outside the top 10, but those trying to hold on to those spots. That was really interesting today, watching some of those higher seeds fall out of the mix.
Oh, totally. I think for me, a big one, which would have been a hard pill to swallow, was Liam O'Brien. His surfing is so there, and for that to go down in that manner, it just didn't look like he quite found the waves that were allowing him to open up. So, yeah, tough one for Liam today.
Yeah, there was a few, wasn't there? Geordie Lawler, Xavier Huxtable, they were just outside the top 10, sitting in the teens there. Looked poised and ready to strike at a top 10 spot, but they're going to be banging away on the Challenger Series again next year. Let's have a look at the Bioglan Daily Dose, the top 5 moments from another big day here at Surfest. And we're going to kick things off with this phenom, 16-year-old Eden Walla. So impressive. This was a 6.6 flick, huge layback.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. She impressed us last year, and she's come back here. Oh, sorry, the other event, and she's impressed us here again. So young, surfing beyond her age, and I think she could go deep into the draw.
Surfers that have been to the CT before, looking to make a charge to get back there, Rich. Kalani Deval just trying to capture some momentum before heading into the well, what might be a regional qualifying series run.
Yeah, absolutely. Bringing out the goods right at the final moment of the heat.
And there we go, number 3, we've got Amelie Burke just going to town on the backhand with the 3-turn combo. Just some precision surfing there this morning. It was pretty hard on that low tide, so she found a gem.
This was a big one. Ocean Lancaster getting the jump on an incredibly stacked heat. The local Grom not wasting this opportunity.
Yeah, great ride here for Ocean Lancaster. This was second to last heat of the day. Just flaring out of the top, streaking down the line, just pounds that oncoming section, and that was one of the highest heat scores we've had in the event so far. So good on the youngster.
And
absolutely.
How could you not go past number 1, Ronnie?
Absolutely. You know, 2 of the real superstars on the Challenger Series campaigning and in 2025 and into this new year. And they have gotten the job done here on the second day of the event window. Calli Vaast, George Pittar are going to be joining the Championship Tour ranks this year. George making a CT return. Calli will be there full time for the first time ever. And yeah, it was great to see. And we're going to get more of those special moments as we roll through this contest, Rich.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And it's already started. We said this on day 1, you know, we'll get the sheet out and we'll start putting red lines through people, and it's already happening. And, you know, there's surfers there that now, it's out of their control. They've actually got to wait to see whether they keep their spot in the top 10 or, you know, the top 20. And then we're going to watch people come in. It's going to happen. There's going to be some shifting up for sure.
Well, we've got a bit of work to do before we get out of here this afternoon, but we're going to leave you with highlights. Tune in nice and early tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. We'll be making another call to get competition back underway.
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.